Here you go.
Oh. Hi, Ruby.
What are you doing here?
Steph invited me.
Dad's been trying to call you.
I was driving. That still doesn't explain why he's here. We talked about this. We agreed.
I didn't know you'd said that. I would never have come over if I had.
You back then?
I can't believe you've done this.
Look, we just thought it'd do us all some good to clear the air a bit.
Honestly, I can leave.
Please, it's just tea. And I've actually made him some hibiscus, which apparently is good for prostate cancer.
Ruby, this means a lot to Steph.
What about what it means to me?
Do you not think that I would give anything to have gotten to know my parents before they passed?
It's not the same thing.
No, because you've still got the choice.
You might want to be careful about pulling that thread.
What does that mean?
Nothing. I just want him gone.
I'm sorry if you feel ambushed, but all of this, it's not fair. Really.
No, you're not going. It is just tea, please, Mum.
One cup. That's all you're getting.
I'd say that's more than I deserve.
So what happened with the job in Portsmouth when you told them you were sticking around here?
Oh, I'm still doing bits and pieces on it remotely. The joys of being an architect.
Well, shall have a retirement plan. I know what you lot get paid.
Mum, come on, this is a waste of time if you're not going to get involved.
I've got nothing to say.
Have you looked inside your memory box yet?
Briefly, I'm not really interested.
Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm so sorry I've let things get this bad between us. We were so close, you and me.
She said you two never got on.
Is that true?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Can we have a look inside?
Yes, come on.
Do we want everyone else's today?
You might be disappointed. I'm sure most people would say it's just a load of rubbish and tat, but means the world to me.
Go on. So what's inside?
There's loads of photos of Mum from when she was younger, some old cinema tickets. Yeah, there's loads.
We used to go every weekend, just the two of us. I think they were some of the happiest times of my life.
We're just films.
I understand why you blame me. But I need you to know how sorry I am that I let that woman treat you the way she did. She was never the mother you deserved.
There's American Tail, Little Mermaid, there's Annie.
Oh, that was the first one we saw. You sang those songs for months. I could probably still remember the words now.
I didn't know you liked musicals.
It was a long time ago.
What did you mean about Grandma, about the way she treated Mum?
Yeah. I always thought you two was as bad as each other.
Well, I was no saint. Especially when it came to bad influences like you.
He has done everything for me.
Well, I know that now, and I have said as much. I can admit I was wrong. That's what I'm doing now. Your grandmother was cold, you might say distant. I don't think she had a particularly good upbringing, although she never spoke about it. But your mother, she was such a loving child. All bubbly and warm.
Why are we going over this?
I didn't know you guys were so close. I mean, come on, look at all of these. There must have been a time.
I suppose.
I think your mother was probably jealous. Maybe because you and she never did bond. I mean, perhaps she just couldn't. But when she did get involved by disciplining you, as harsh as it was, I did nothing. I never spoke up. Maybe because she was finally paying you some attention. I know this probably doesn't make any sense to you. Letting your mother come between you and me wasn't fair. None of what happened was fair to you. And even if you can't bring yourself to forgive me, I desperately want you to know how sorry I am.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for going all soppy on you. I've waited a long time to say all this.
It's okay. Right, Mum?
I appreciate what you said. But there are some things you can't undo.
I know.
And I am fine with how things are.
So, how can you be?
Because I've learnt to be. And I don't want to sit here unpicking every little thing.
I don't want that either.
So why can't we just leave things as they are?
Because it's not just about us, is it? I'm sorry that I let Helen kick you out when you got pregnant.
I thought you wanted that.
I was torn between the two women I cared about most, and I know I chose poorly. I should have looked after you.
I didn't need you to.
Well, you've proved that 10 times over. But it doesn't stop me wishing that I could go back and do it all differently.
I'm going to go and clear up.
Now listen to me.
Mum.
Can I be helpful? Put this away.
Ruby, we're not trying to force you into anything. If you want him gone, just say.
He's right. And I've said it over and over again. I didn't want to force this on you.
Look, this is my fault. I organised this.
No, it's okay. I don't blame you.
Can you at least understand why? I mean, after all these years we've been apart, this is actually the first time we've been together as a family.
Ruby, I'm not asking for cinema trips and family holidays. I get that those days are long gone. I'm just asking that we stop pretending they never happened.
Okay. This is what you want.
Thank you, Mum.
Don't mention it anymore, okay? From now on, we talk about the weather and what's on telly.
The important stuff.
I can do that. Thank you, darling. The past is the past. Let's leave it where it belongs. And for all her faults, I know your mother would have agreed.
I'm going to nip to the shop and get some more lunch in.
Haven't you already been?
I didn't know we were going to have an extra one round the table today. I won't be long.
Hey, you all right?
Thank you, Steph. None of what happened was fair to you. And even if you can't bring yourself to forgive me, I desperately want you to know how sorry I am.